Hey, what's going on, everybody? I want to make a quick video about something that I discovered on Twitter really recently. This happened yesterday, about 24 to 22, 23 hours ago. I saw this when it was first posted, maybe 4 hours after it posted, and it's something that I want to keep on my radar. And so I told you guys in voice chat on the deep in research side. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm talking about the deep in research. It is a NFT Discord channel that has like whitelists and grind free whitelist giveaways and stuff like that. So if you want to stay up to date on these alpha calls and you get them quicker than YouTube videos, then you may want to consider joining our Discord. I will leave a link in the description. And also follow my Twitter, because most of the stuff that I see, if I like it enough to keep it on my radar, I'm going to tweet about it and do retweets as well, just to keep my follower base up to date in what I may be considering getting into. So anyway, this is a tweet from Hape Beast. This is their Hape Beast social media. It's their Twitter, and they posted this. The game is on, Web3 is mutating, Hape and Curry. So Under Armour, Stephen Curry 30, Under Armour basketball, and B-ball Headz. B-ball Headz, this is what I was really interested in. I wasn't necessarily interested in the Hape Beast, and of course, if you've been following the NFT space regularly, Hape Beast was a project that didn't really do so well on the aftermarket because their reveal artwork wasn't as good as what their sneak peeks were. So a lot of people were kind of like getting out of it as quickly as possible, but it did do really well in the very beginning in terms of trade volume. It just didn't go as high as people thought it would. Like, people thought this was going to be the next Bored Ape Yacht Club type thing, and it really wasn't. So currently the floor price is sitting at almost an ETH. A few days ago it was at above an ETH. So let's look at the activity, and I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if we go to activity, and we're going to go to all time, and again, this is for somebody who doesn't really know the story about Hape Beast. So when we look at the all-time high, that was around 9 Ethereum. Those in sales, it was 197 sales during this time. The trade volume was at 1800 ETH traded. So if we're looking at when it first came out, it was average price was about 6 Ethereum with 1,247 sales, and towards the end of January it was around 9 Ethereum, and then since then it just started trading lower and lower with bumps here and there. These could be different things like Discord announcements, stuff like that. I haven't really kept track of this project in the very beginning, because it was a very grind heavy Discord where I just didn't feel like that kind of stuff was worth it. The past few days it has been around 1 ETH to 1.4 ETH, and just a few days ago on June 2nd, that's when they announced, let me see, there was an announcement here. I want to say it was the Curry announcement, or it could have been something else that they were doing, and it was a 3 ETH average sale, which was only 24 sales during that time. So that could have been like some of the rares or something like that. And since then it's been trading around a 1 ETH floor, and today it dipped below that. Now a few hours ago, about a day ago, 21 hours ago, during this initial announcement, when the floor price was at 1 ETH, there was a lot of sales going on during that time. As you can see, a day ago. So all these 1 day sales right here, starting from this 1.45 ETH, have basically been because of this Steph Curry announcement. Steph Curry Under Armour announcement. And the reason why I'm kind of hyped about this B-ball Headz is it's a fairly new project that's coming along. As you can see, it's 4,209 followers. Yesterday it was sitting at around 3K followers, and they gained about 1,000 to 1,200 followers in a day. because of this right here. So what we can see from here is that Web3 is mutating, and as we know, apes and mutations, Bored Ape Yacht Club did their mutating thing, and because they did theirs, there's been just a ton of projects that have done some kind of mutation. This is purely speculation here, but what I'm thinking is Hape Beast is going to come out with a second line of NFTs, and it is going to be their mutated version. Now, as we can see here, it doesn't look like it's mutated in the way that we know it, like mutations with the slime and the bugs and the decomposition and stuff like that. This actually may be just another form of Hape Beast that are full body. They can work for, let's say, not Web3, but for the metaverse. They may have another line of clothing that's coming out that's based around the Under Armour brand. So that could be like mutating the game. And as you can see here, the Curry with the Hape Beast logo at the very end. Yeah, the Under Armour and then the Hape Beast brand. So going from there, looking at this overarching thing, what I like the most is the B-Ball Headz. This NFT project is using Hape Beast to enter in to the NFT world. So they're not just coming out like, let's say, with like Adidas did. Adidas just basically came out with their own NFT. Hape Beast, I'm sorry, not Hape Beast, but B-Ball Headz is a Under Armour NFT brand, and they're using another popular brand that's, I say popular brand as though like it's a long running brand that has held some type of value above ETH for a long period of time. They use that as a jump off point to introduce more people to the Under Armour brand and to Steph Curry. So let's look into this. This is the part that I'm really interested in, not necessarily Hape Beast. I don't really see myself getting into Hape Beast because of this, but this could be a really good start point to get into this whole entire ecosystem. And this ecosystem is a lot vaster than what this one post makes it out to be. So let me just show you guys that. So going into it, we see Under Armour, Steph Curry 30, and Under Armour basketball and B-Ball Headz. All of these are the actual Twitter handles for all of these brands. As you can see here, the Under Armour, 963,000 followers. Steph Curry, 16.2 million followers. Under Armour basketball brand, which is 81.8 thousand followers. And then you have the B-Ball Headz, which is sitting at 4,000 current followers. Let's look at the Under Armour. Now, I've said this before, it's going to take more money, more adoption coming into this space for us to get another bull run. That bull run happened because the market was perfect for it at that time. And I'm talking about like January, November, that just everything NFTs are popping. There was an influx of money coming in from the government, which basically gave everyone stimulus checks. We had so much extra money that we were just throwing it away on whatever. And NFTs just so happened to be that thing that everyone became interested in this space. So after all that money dried up and everything else is happening with the world, inflation, all that other stuff, so now there's a bear market because everyone had to take profits some kind of way. So for us to really get back in there, because I don't think the whole stimulus check thing is going to be something that's coming out, and I'm not trying to get political with it. Again, this is just something to think about. We need more Web 2 adoption, more influencers in the real world space, bringing more money into this project, more trusted companies and trusted influencers into this space, bringing their followers, bringing those investments, bringing those dollars back into the market. And that is Under Armour is a really good way to do this. Under Armour is also a trusted brand, 963,000 followers just for this brand alone. That's not even counting the basketball brand. And then you also have Steph Curry with 16.2 million followers. He doesn't post a lot about NFTs pretty much at all, but what you will see is that he is a Bored Ape Yacht Club holder, as you can see that here. And I can kind of see why he's doing this is that it's a small way of saying, hey, I'm still in this space, but without really showing that he's in this space to everybody, because IRL people, like the regular investors, some they just hate NFTs, and in turn they can get a lot of backlash for talking about this. You have the Curry brand itself getting into NFTs. That's going to be a lot different, because you have Under Armour getting into NFTs, not necessarily Curry himself. It's basically by proxy. So Basketball Heads at B-Ball Heads on Twitter is changing the game by Under Armour. The Curry brand mint sale is going to be on the 16th of this month. That is a week and 2 days away. They have a Discord, and their Discord is currently sitting at around 21,000 members. I'll show you that later. And then we have the lab.currybrand.com. You can see a little bit more sneak peeks. This happened 3 minutes ago. So time to smile. He shoots, he scores. Smileless Curry. Stephen Curry 30 at Under Armour basketball. Details coming soon. And if we look here, this is a whole other look. Let's look at what this is. All right, so it looks like we have a character here that's blindfolded, or could be wearing visors, has a rose in his mouth, has maybe a do-rag or a bandana with a fitted cap, a skateboard. This, like, all this is sports gear. So I can see this being basically branded. So if we could find, if we mint this project and it's branded NFTs, those NFTs could have real world utility, like possibly getting more merchandise coming from the websites. And again, I'll explain all this stuff, but this is fairly new, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit like, maybe retweet that. I'll comment on that later. So you should be following my Twitter if you want to see this stuff as quickly as possible, even while I'm making videos of it. So coming from here, go to the lab.currybrand.com. So this is the NF3 counter. These are the basketballs that they're releasing as far as tokens. Like, these are like the NFTs. These could potentially be whitelist for the project. So you can see here, you have to connect your address, so that way you can reserve the right to cop one of these basketballs once they get out. And the awesome thing about this is that the only way to get a reserve is their real world application. So you connect your wallet. For every 3-point shot, 9 free NF3 basketballs can be reserved. So whoever reserves the basketball first will be able to claim their free NF3 basketball mint one hour after the game and the selection. And the game that they're talking about is the NBA Finals. Currently, the NBA Finals has the Warriors and Boston Celtics, and the next game is going to be tomorrow, so on the 8th. So they're currently tied 1-1. So that means every time Stephen Curry makes a 3 in the game, they will release 9 of these NF3 basketballs to be able to be claimed by anyone who has reserved it. So if you're going to do that, I would suggest you get on that. And again, you can do that if you want to maybe use a burner wallet or something like that. If you're just not like sure if you want to use your main wallet, you can see me here. This is how you set it up. The Luna backend user one-time noise. Sign in. So I want to say it's reserved. It's connected. And maybe you can only do this if you're in their Discord. Like, I have to look at it again, but yeah, the wallet address, reserve. You can see all the ones that's currently already reserved and minted. If you go to their OpenSea, and you can see here, there's a Discord, Twitter, Instagram, and an OpenSea site. If you look at their OpenSea, they currently have 225 owners, and there's been about 1.3 ETH traded so far. So you can actually buy this NFT. You don't necessarily have to do the reserve. That's only if you want to see if you can get it for free, plus gas fees. If you look at the item itself, it's sitting at a 0.049 floor right now. And depending on if you want to buy it or not, don't necessarily know if you buy multiples of them or whatever, if that gives you more access to whitelist or something like that. But that's like, this is currently do your own research. I just want to bring you this as quickly as possible. And we can see here there's a curry shop, a mixology room, the lab, and a roadmap. I would suggest you guys look into this roadmap. I'm not going to discuss that here, but this is still something for you to look into. What is an NFT, reserving? So this is basically for those who are watching the game, hear about this, look at the brand, look at the Under Armour, and they're just getting into NFTs. This will explain a lot of the stuff. What is a snapshot? What is a minting list? Airdrops, how many NF3 basketballs can I claim? There's only one claim per wallet per game. If you successfully reserve a basketball NFT, you would not be able to further participate in the reserve until the next game. If you were unsuccessful in reserving a basketball NFT, you can continue to participate in reserving a basketball until you succeed. What can I do with the NF3 basketball? We will announce more updates as we build the most fanatic basketball community ever, so don't miss out on any updates. Follow the Twitter, join our Discord. What if I wasn't able to get the NFT basketball? There will be a general mint in the coming future. They already have that, so you can actually buy them now if you want to. Do I need a digital wallet? So again, more stuff to look into. If we look at now, if we come down here and we look at Luna, oh, you know what? Let me explain something else. The curry shop, I really legitimately think that there's going to be more stuff where you can use this NFT to buy real world items from the curry shop. I legitimately think that, and I think that that's one reason why this is going to be pretty big, because not only there's only been one other instance of another project that has done stuff like this in the real world, and that is Clone X. When Nike purchased Artifact Studios, they started doing more implementation for their project, where holders have gotten or will get real world shoes that are modeled after clones and Takashi Murakami. So those are going to be really super exclusive, super expensive shoes if anyone chooses to sell those. Those are like real world items that you can wear on your feet. And if this is a clothing brand, Under Armour, a sports brand, and they bring out more of these basketball heads in collaboration with Hape Beast, that's gonna be more funding, more merchandise for us to get into. Now, the other reason why I'm so interested into this is because when you look at the very bottom, and this is something that you may miss if you don't pay attention. If you click on this is the Luna, like Luna's Launchpad marketing site for brands and ecosystems. You scroll down to the bottom and you can see all the brands that they currently have. Polygon, Sandbox, Decentraland, Gala Games, RKL, Epic Games, and the Curry brand. The Curry brand and Epic Games, these are two in real world projects. Well, Curry brand is a blend of both now, but these are in world brands that have merchandise or a product. Epic Games makes a ton of games that are making a lot of money. Let's just look at that right quick. Epic Games. So Unreal Engine, Unreal Tournament, Fortnite, that's Epic Games. Fortnite. How much money comes into this platform now? And then you also have the Epic Games Store, where they host other games coming from other developers. So they make a ton of money. So this is just that extra pop off that we need in order to get money flowing back into Web3. So you can see brands, gaming, blockchain. Also, if you're trying to get a job right now and you want to work in Web3, they are hosting some opportunities. So digital producers, blockchain developers, back-end developers, UI developers, and front-end engineers, and all this is remote. You have to be in the United States in order to get these jobs, but hey, here's another way to get into Web3, to get into getting more ETH, or get paid, so that way you can get more ETH, and so you can get into these projects. And this will also help you learn about stuff before it releases, because a lot of this stuff has press releases and things like that, and that's also more stuff to look out for and get ready for once those investments actually do hit the blockchain or hit the stores. Now, something else that's really cool is that if you look at the Curry brand itself, let me go to that site. So this is some more like little alpha that I'm going to explain to you guys. Once a NFT project that's a PFP does branding like clothes, those particular NFTs in that project are usually have a higher floor price than others. It may not necessarily mean that it's rare, but it is something to look out for. So for instance, we have Curry in these like colorful letters. Let's say if the basketball Headz PFP has this particular shirt or this particular line of clothing, or if they have another Hape Beast mutation that has this particular branding, those are going to be well sought after, not necessarily in the beginning, but more towards the release of merchandise. So if you have those can sell at a higher floor price than the regular ones. Scrolling down, this project has did plenty of stuff to get good marketing, good branding, and they even did a collaboration with Sesame Street. So this is like the child's clothing, like another good big in-world brand that is helping sell these projects, helping get more eyes on these projects. So it's something to look out for. So I don't want to make this too long, but I'm giving you guys as much information as possible as to showing why I'm interested in this and why it's staying on my radar. And if you guys want to be up to date with this stuff, I highly suggest that you follow my Twitter, follow Deep in Research's Twitter, and join our Discord. Also, let me show you their Discord really quick. And this is something that I'm really not necessarily liking right now. Not Deep in Research, but Under Armour's Discord. When we look at it, this is a brand that doesn't necessarily understand how to build a really strong interactive community without necessarily filtering Fiverr grinders. So you'll see a lot of like hi, what's good, like, you know, questions. They're not necessarily, they don't understand how to filter that stuff out to one, keep the bots out, and then keep the Fiverr grinders out. So this is going to be one of those grind heavy discords if they even release whitelist in this discourse to begin with. That's why you can see that you can get an NF3 basketball on OpenSea already instead of having to be in here and do that. I would use this more for an announcements type thing to see what they're really doing on the announcements and future plans side of things, instead of actually trying to grind to get a whitelist. Right now, the best entries for this is just to go ahead and buy it on OpenSea. If you have 0.049 ETH to spare, go ahead and buy a basketball. Or if you want to buy a Hape Beast, that will possibly give you a whitelist to their second collection. If they have a second collection, that could also be something for you to check out as well. But for right now, this is pretty much it. That sums up the whole alpha call. If you guys like the videos, please, hit the like button and let me know in the comments below. If you're enjoying this, I can make as many of these as possible every time I see something else. Follow my Twitter if you want to stay up to date with any of these alpha calls before I even release them in Deep in Research, and before I release them on YouTube as well. So until next time, I hope you guys stay safe. Peace out.